Well, welcome back to another episode of Scouting for History, and today I'm back at the Leaper House. There it is up there on the hill. Now, when it was built in 1785, this road was here, but it was a dirt road back then. And this embankment was here. And a mill had been built down the stream. There's a creek right through those bushes over there. And so when the dam was built, all of this flooded. This embankment here has been here since the 1700s. But again, I said in my last video, the dam was taken out in the 1930s, and then all this was reclaimed land, and in the 50s this park was built here. So this embankment, I'm just going to scan along here pretty quick. I'm not allowed to detect the property itself until after a certain hour. So I'm killing time until then. We'll see what we can find along here. This embankment was dry ground back in the day, so might be stuff here. Let's see. I've been surprised at how few buttons I've found on a property that had, you know, families, multi-generational families, workers, hundreds of workers coming and going. But finally, here's another button. Cool. On to the next. Well, another relic, I'm not sure what it is. I'll clean up and see if I can figure it out. On to the next. Well, a really nice high tone on the steep hill in the woods. Could be just junk. And that's exactly what it is. Aluminum tube. I thought maybe it would be another copper. Yeah, it's tough detecting back here in the woods. There we go. Well, whatever it is, that's it. Alright, I'll clean up. If there's anything interesting, you'll see it. Otherwise, on to the next. Probably a modern penny. It's very shallow. But you never know. Nope. It's a clad dime. On to the next. Well, and down here by the road, a fired bullet. That's a little more modern than the mini ball I found before, but that's pretty cool. All right, on to the next. A nice high tone here. Could be an older coin, but it could also be a modern penny or a dime or something. So let's see what it is. No, nothing jumps out. I thought I heard something. Yep, a little further down. It did say it was kind of deep. But then it could be. Wow, whatever the heck that thing is. That gave a good squeak. And this is why I take the iron or the furrow check with a little grain of salt. They said there was some iron in the hole, but there's iron everywhere in this ground. But oh well. I'll clean up, see if it's anything interesting. On to the next. Well, that was a fight from about 2 feet deep. It's a big giant iron spike. That might have been from the original railway. Who knows? It serves some kind of a purpose. It's very heavy. I'll put it over there for now. I'm not going to lug this around all day. On to the next. Well, some kind of a brass plate. Doesn't look like there's any markings on it, but I'll clean it up and see. Try to gently fold it back into shape. But I'm doing this hill right here along the side of the driveway, the original carriage path. And this is where the ground bees are. I still see them flying around a little bit, so I gotta wait a little bit longer for them to die. I thought, you know, we've had some frosts a couple nights. I thought that would have done it, but now it's like 60 degrees out and they're back out and about. So I'm not going in there until winter time. So stay tuned, let's go. Well, that brass plate wasn't alone in the hole. I found this. And for any of you who don't know what this is the first one I found, but I know that that is a Model T ignition timing device thing. So must have been just thrown off the driveway when it went bad, and it landed here. On to the next. Trash. And it might still be, but it's pretty trash. Oh, you know what? That is a clock face. It looks like 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, that is a clock face. Cool. I'll clean that up. We'll see if we can figure anything else out about it. On we go. Another really good high tone, probably another modern dime, but who knows. Well, now it's bouncing all over the place. Who knows? But we're about to find out. Ooh. There it is. Oh, that is a button. That's a post office button. Cool. Awesome. Then the shank is still on it. It's in pretty good shape. Awesome. That must be made out of brass. It rang up really high. It's in awesome shape. Outstanding. On to the next. Well, not as good a signal, but let's see what it is. It was ringing up at 33, 35. Could be a pull tab. And it is a lid to something, a foil lid. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. On to the next. Well, I got all excited. I thought I had a big copper, but no. Not sure what it is. Almost thought it was a button at first, but it's got a square hole in the middle. Oh well, I'll clean it up, see if we can figure it out. On to the next. Well, that was a fight. It was way down deep. I knew it was going to be something good. At least I hoped it'd be something good. And it was. It's an old axe head. I'll clean it up and see if I can figure anything out about it, but pretty sure that's a original to the property. That's cool. I'll leave that here. I'll collect it on the way out. Too heavy to carry around. On we go. So right down there is the carriage house on the left, and the original house is on the right. And then this was one of the roads that led out of the estate. You can see the stone wall up there maybe. And right here along the edge of the road, I don't know what we have, but got a real good non-ferrous signal, 42, 43. Could be scrap metal, could be modern junk. It could be something good. There's a nail, but I know that's not what I heard. Darn roots. Aha. Well, I'm not sure what it is. It had a hole in it. Looks like it's got writing on it. But hey, it's better than trash, I think. I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. On to the next. And way back here in the woods, some really old glass here. But glass isn't what we're at. I'll bring it just in case they want to display it, but I'm sure they'd rather have a whole bottle. So this is really interesting. You can see here where they used to have a gate, but it's been walled up. The highway's over there now. I don't know whether they did this after the highway was built or before the highway was built. Maybe they closed off this road before the highway came along. Curious. On to the next. Well, finally back here in the wilderness, the first nickel I found here. And it's a buffalo. On to the next. Well, I chased that signal for a little bit, but that's cool. It's broken, but it's a old suspender clip, garter clip, some kind of clip that held something up. On to the next. Well, it looks like a piece of a broken spoon. It's just the very end of the handle. The rest of it doesn't seem to be around, but we'll keep looking. Stay tuned. All in all, not a bad hunt. That's going to do it for today, but I think we're closing in on this. I've done most of the open land. I might come back in the winter and do all the overgrown areas, you know, when the ground is a little clearer. I can get in there, but it's hard swinging with all the bushes and everything. So I've got 2 great permissions lined up this week, so stick around. Let's see what we can find. See you on the next adventure.